What's up guys, Saf here on SuperSaf TV, and I know I keep saying this, but I seriously need a bigger table and possibly a bigger studio as well. But anyway, welcome to unboxing time, mystery unboxings of cool tech and whatever has been sent to my PO box. We've got lots and lots of cool stuff in this episode, as you can see. As always, all of the products will be linked down in the description below. Let's get to it. So the first package we will be unboxing is from Xiaomi, who are sponsoring this segment of unboxing time. The Mi 10 T series was announced a few days ago. I tweeted about it and a lot of you guys wanted me to unbox it. So let's go ahead and do that SuperSaf style. Now the package that we have is a bit of a special package because it is unboxing time after all. And there's a few bits. So this first segment has the Xiaomi Mi 10T Pro, but we've also got a few of the bits. So there's one section here and another in here. Right, so this first box has a bit of a scroll, and inside here, all right, cool. We have a Xiaomi branded bag, and then we've got this hexagon box, and this has a few badges which highlight some of the key features of the Mi 10T Pro, which we'll be taking a look at. Right, now to the main package, the Mi 10T Pro. And you can see here at the bottom, it does say Pro 5G because 5G is supported, of course. And we'll put the device to the side for a second while we see what else we get inside the box. So of course we have a USB Type A to USB Type C cable, and then there is a 33-watt fast charger. This is included in the box. As well as that, we have a SIM card tool, some paperwork, and a clear case, and that's great that this is included out of the box. Now let's get to the Mi 10T Pro. A few more of the key features here. Let's open this up. Look at that. Now the first thing we do have to take a look at is the display. This is a 6.67-inch LCD display with a punch out, but most importantly, it has a 144 Hz refresh rate, which makes this one of the smoothest devices out there. In addition to that, this is powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 chipset, so you do have 5G enabled with 8GB of LPDDR5 RAM and UFS 3.1 storage, so super fast. Taking a look at the cameras, you have a 20 megapixel selfie camera and a very unique looking rear camera module. There is a primary 108 megapixel camera, and you can just see that huge sensor size. Then you have a 13 megapixel ultra wide camera as well as a 5 megapixel macro camera. Now because of that huge sensor size, you will also be able to record 8K video at up to 30 frames a second. There's a side-mounted fingerprint scanner. We've got stereo speakers, one bottom firing, one in the earpiece, and this has a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. Now all this comes in at a very impressive price of just 600 euros for the 128GB version. If you do want double the storage, then that's just gonna be 50 euros more. If you wanna find out more about the Xiaomi Mi 10T Pro or the Xiaomi Mi 10T series, then I'll be leaving some links down below. So in these packages, as you probably have guessed by now because of this massive sticker, we have some stuff from GoPro. So there's two boxes. There's a smaller box and a bigger box. The smaller box, of course, has the GoPro Hero 9 Black. But in this other box, we have... That's so cool. It's a remote control car with a GoPro mount on top of it to really test it out. That is so GoPro, and that is so cool. So normally for GoPro events, we'll usually go out and do something crazy. Last year we were actually out in Berlin for IFA, and then they took us out in these carts and we were just like kind of driving on the highway. It was absolutely awesome. This year, of course, because of lockdown, we can't do that. So they've sent us a remote control car to really go out and put it through its paces. That's so cool. So we'll of course take that for a bit of a spin, but before we do that, let's have a look at the GoPro Hero Black. Now you'll see that it actually comes in this case, and that is because GoPro are going away from plastic. So this is actually how it comes. And then that way, you're not gonna have to have lots of waste, and you can also use this as a case for the GoPro Hero 9. So inside my package, as well as the GoPro Hero 9, we've got some spare batteries. These are actually bigger compared to what we've had in previous generations. So the old batteries won't fit this, and these new batteries won't fit the older ones, but they will give you 30% longer battery life. As always, we've got a bunch of mounts, including this clip-on mount, which is pretty cool. And then there's also this sort of stick to hold it if you're vlogging or something like that. On a 32GB extreme memory card is also included. And here it is. It is a little bit larger compared to the GoPro Hero 8, but you've got a bunch of new features, including this front 1.4-inch full color LCD display. This is something that was really missing on GoPro devices. So now if you do want to vlog, you'll be able to frame yourself up properly and you'll be able to see yourself on this front screen. The back screen has also been increased. It's now around 2.27 inches. It's a touch screen and it's around 16% larger compared to the previous year. And the best thing about the GoPro Hero 9 is that you can film at up to 5K at 30 frames a second. What's even more impressive is that you can get the Hyper Smooth 3.0 stabilization at all settings. So that's really, really good. Stabilization on GoPro devices is epic. And this time we've also got a removable lens cover. So if you do want to put on a separate cover or, you know, a different accessory, ND filter, you'll be able to do that quite easily. Another really cool feature we've got this year is the ability to use this as a webcam. So you can get 1080p video streaming by linking this to your laptop or your PC via a USB Type-C cable. Right, so that's the GoPro Hero 9. Let's go out and test it out on the remote control car. Now next is the product that I've been wanting to get a hold of from the day it was announced, and this is the Base Station Pro from Nomad. So think of this as the AirPower replacement. You've got a full surface wireless charger here. Check that out. It's actually not that big. I thought it was going to be quite big, but it's actually a very decent size and it's going to go absolutely perfectly on my bedside table. Now, as always with Nomad, you get a really great unboxing experience. So you do have a braided USB Type-C to USB Type-C cable. You've got the power brick as well as lots of different connectors. So depending on where you are or if you're going to be traveling, then you can easily just connect these on. And they also come in this really nice little pouch. So it's hooked up. Let's go ahead and drop my iPhone on here. Starting to charge. Okay, now you should be able to put this in pretty much any location because there are like 18 coils. So even if I've got it right towards the edge, it's still getting charged. So I can put it all the way here, still being charged. All right, now we're gonna really put it to the test. So we're gonna be putting my Note 20 Ultra on here as well. And indeed, it is charging. So the last thing we're gonna put on is my Galaxy Buds Live. They're charging as well. So we're gonna switch things around. So I'm gonna move those here and move the iPhone here. Takes a couple of seconds, but it does start charging. So iPhone still charging? Yes, it is. Very, very cool. So Nomad have pretty much achieved what Apple could not with AirPower, and you do have a wireless charging pad with unlimited wireless charging locations, which is super, super cool. Now for power delivery, you're looking at around 7.5 watts per device, which isn't the fastest out there, but it's definitely very, very convenient just being able to come back home and just drop your items on here. Now there is an attachment that you can get where you'll also be able to charge your Apple Watch. Now what's even more cool about this is that you can actually get firmware updates. So this is definitely the first wireless charger that I've actually come across which you can actually update the firmware on. So that should bring you some improvements over time. And I mean, just the design of it, I currently use a Nomad wireless charger with the Apple Watch attachment, and that's kind of my everyday. I just love the minimal look of this with the black leather and the aluminium. So cheers Nomad for sending this over. I'm definitely going to be using this. And we have another huge box. This is from Aputure. Now I'm sure a lot of you guys have probably already heard of Aputure. They have the go-to lighting for most YouTubers and filmmakers. They make some really awesome stuff. And here we've got the Aputure 300D Mark II.
Now this actually comes in a really good carry case, so if you are going to be taking this over to a shoot or something, then it's going to be absolutely ideal. And embarrassingly, for the past many years here in the studio, I've been using some very cheap Amazon lights. You know, they're not the best, obviously. And I was really keen to get my studio setup updated, which I'm currently in the process of doing. And I thought the best place to start is with some good lights. And pretty much everybody that I spoke to recommended lights from Aputure. And there we are, look at that. Everything just screams quality. So we've got the cables obviously to hook everything up. Then we've got the actual unit, which can be rotated a full 360 degrees. And then we have our main control unit, which will allow us to get just the type of lighting that we want. You can also hook up some batteries onto this if you do want to use this outdoors on a shoot. And what's even more cool about the 300D is the fact that you can actually control this wirelessly. So you can actually download the app and control this wirelessly, which is a huge advantage. I cannot wait to fully set this up and show you guys the new studio setup. And let's not forget, we also have this box here. And inside here, we have the Aputure lantern modifier. And this essentially is a massive diffuser. So especially for the studio, I do want some nice balanced, even lighting. I show a lot of products off and I want them to be in the best lighting possible. And the lantern is really gonna help towards doing that. I can't wait to set this up. And next we have the Apple Watch Series 6. Now I didn't do a dedicated unboxing video for this because it did come in a little bit later after the release, but nevertheless, very excited to get this in-house. Let's go ahead and open it up. Now I've gone for the graphite stainless steel version. There are two new colors this year. We've got a red, product red, as well as a blue, and those look really good. They are available in the aluminium version, but for me personally, my style, those are a little bit too flashy, so I thought, let me go for the other new option, which is the graphite stainless steel. Now I've also gone for the graphite Milanese loop, so that will go nicely with the graphite stainless steel. We also have another sport loop on here, which is in the product red. But one of the new things this year with the Apple Watch Series 6 is the ability to get the solo loop. So you've got a solo silicone loop as well as a solo braided loop. Those you need to get the measurements beforehand because you do need the right size. I will likely check those out at another point, but for now I just wanted to kind of get this in hand. Now inside the box you do get the charging cable, but there is no actual physical wall adapter included. This is because Apple is trying to cut down on their environmental impact. Personally speaking, I think I have so many chargers at home, so it's not something that bothers me hugely. Let me know if it bothers you. Setup, as always, is super easy. You just need to bring it close to your iPhone and then you can just press continue and it will go ahead and set everything up for you. And while this is setting up, just having a quick look, I am really liking that graphite stainless steel look. It's a very dark color, which really goes with my theme. I had the space gray aluminium for the Series 4, and for the Series 5, which I have here, I went with the titanium, which was a little bit lighter, and this time it will be quite good for me to test out a different material altogether with the stainless steel. But so far I'm really liking the look of this. And just trying this out with the Milanese loop, again, it goes really well with this design. I am very much liking the look of this. I'm so glad I did go with the graphite stainless steel. Right, so we now are all fully set up and synced, and you can see that in terms of the overall design, it looks pretty much the same as what we had on the Series 5. One of the key new features that we have this time, however, is the ability to measure your blood oxygen level. So let's go ahead and try that here. Takes about 15 seconds. I'm kind of just relaxing my hand. I technically shouldn't be talking, but anyway. 98% blood oxygen. Your boy's fully oxygened up. I don't know if that actually means anything, but yeah, so we've got that here. We've also got an improved always on display. So this is 2.5 times brighter outdoors compared to Series 5. And if we look towards the back, you'll notice that we do have some updates for the sensors on the back, and that is because of those additional blood oxygen sensors. Really looking forward to testing this out more. It's of course got all of the new updates that come with watchOS, and as well as the Series 6, we also have the Apple Watch
SE, which is a much more affordable version without some of the features that we have on here, such as the blood oxygen measurement and the always on display. And in this next package here, we have lots of padding, and that's because we have some hard drives in here. And these are not any old hard drives. These are the Seagate IronWolf NAS drives, and we've got 5 16 terabyte drives. That makes a total of, yeah, maths has never been my strong point. 80 terabytes. Now, you guys might have seen a few episodes ago that I have now got a Synology NAS drive, but for the storage that I initially had in there, just to kind of get things started up, was around 20 terabytes in total, which has started to fill up with all of the video that I'm recording. Now we have 80 terabytes, so that's, again, math is not my strong point, 4 times what I currently have. Now with the IronWolf NAS drives, they are built for NAS and optimized for RAID. They also have agile array technology, so they've got rotational vibration sensors to reduce vibrations in multi-bay enclosures, and this maintains consistent performance and reliability. You've also got the IronWolf Health Management, which will automatically display prevention, intervention, and recovery options. Now, for those of you guys who know NAS drives and how they work and how demanding they are for data transfer, you know that you need some solid hard drives that will go well with a NAS system, and these are absolutely perfect for this. Thank you, Seagate. I cannot wait to hook these up to my NAS drive. And inside here, we've got something from ASUS. ZenBook. How is there a laptop in here? Crazy. So we can get rid of the plastic. And inside here, we have the new ASUS ZenBook Flip S. I love the way these open, just kind of raise the laptop out. Wow, that is so light. 1.2 kgs. Now the power adapter cable, as well as this USB Type-C to 3.5mm converter, come in this separate box, but both of these items come in a bigger box together. This is very, very compact indeed. Just around 1.39 centimeters in terms of thickness, and we do have this brushed aluminium finish. Diamond cut highlights, which look really, really cool. And we've got a 13.3 inch OLED 4K display. This thing is super, super sharp. It is also a touchscreen. And in terms of what's powering the ZenBook Flip, you can get it with up to an 11th gen Intel Core i7 processor with either 8 or 16 gigabytes of RAM and up to a terabyte of PCIe NVMe SSD storage. For the ports, you do have 2 USB Type-C Thunderbolt ports, a full-size HDMI, a full-size USB 3.2A port, and as you saw earlier on, there is no 3.5mm headphone jack, which is why you get the converter, but Bluetooth 5.0 is supported with Wi-Fi 6. Now, what makes the ZenBook Flip special is the fact that you can literally flip it back on itself. And this can then switch into tablet mode, which is going to make it a lot more easier to use with touch. And something that I really like about ASUS laptops is that the touchpad does have multiple uses. So on the ZenBook Flip S, you can have a number pad on here as well, and this makes things so much easier. We do have a full-size keyboard with sound by Harman Kardon. And that's the new ASUS ZenBook Flip S. Very compact, and this display is absolutely beautiful. OLED and 4K. If you want to find out more about this or pick it up, there will be links down below. And in this package, we have a bunch of stuff from SteelSeries. All right. Okay, you can just about fit everything in the top-down camera. We've got the Rival 650 wireless mouse. We've got the Apex Pro mechanical gaming keyboard, the Quick Prism cloth RGB gaming mousepad. That's cool. As well as the Arctis Pro, am I saying that right? Wireless gaming audio system. So we're gonna check out the keyboard first. This is the world's fastest mechanical gaming keyboard. OmniPoint mechanical adjustable switches, Compatible with PC, Mac, Xbox One, PS4. I'm sure it will also be compatible with the newer consoles too. Man, this smells so good and fresh. So the rest connects on with magnets. Oh, and it's got, what is that feel? That feels so good. Nice. And the keys as well, they've got this really nice feel to them. Dynamic per key RGB illumination, USB pass-through, and there is also a little OLED display on here, which is so cool. This will display things like in-game alerts, Discord messages, as well as your current song playing. And I gotta say, this is definitely the best gaming keyboard I have ever come across. I mean, just the feel of this is so good. Next, we've got the Rival 650 Wireless, the world's best wireless esports mouse, 2.4 gigahertz, lag-free wireless with fast charging, true one-to-one tracking for pinpoint accuracy, state-of-the-art lift-off detection. Man, what is this material that they're using? This feels so good. So this is actually a black soft touch material, which honestly feels very comfortable, really good. We've got over 24 hours of battery life, 7 programmable buttons, a 15-minute fast charge on this will give you 10 hours plus of usage. Oh man, SteelSeries, you're really not going to give me an excuse for being bad at Warzone, now are you, with all of this awesome gear? All right, let's see what's next. So we have the I'm sure I'm saying it wrong, Pro Wireless Gaming Audio System. This is so cool. So I'm a noob when it comes to just generally gaming, building PCs, and SteelSeries gear, but I gotta say, like, the build and the materials, so premium. All right, I'm gonna try these. Okay, they feel good. They feel very good. Some of the key features here at the back, we do have dual RF technology. So we've got Bluetooth as well as 2.4 gigahertz wireless lossless audio. We've got a lightweight aluminium alloy and steel construction. And you do get 2 swappable batteries included. You can charge one in the dock, and that means if you do run out, instead of having to charge up the headset, you just take out the battery, put in the charge one, and leave the other one to charge. Boom, very easy. This is so cool. And the last thing we have from SteelSeries is the Quick Prism, which is the cloth RGB gaming mouse pad. Now, I'm not even sure if you're going to be able to see this properly in the top-down camera, but we've got a grippy material here at the bottom, which is going to keep this on your table. And then this is going to hook up to USB, and you're going to be able to light this thing up. That is so cool. So this is a micro-woven surface, which feels really good. And you've got 2-zone RGB illumination. Man, this is gonna make my gaming setup look so dope. Thank you, SteelSeries, for sending over all this awesome stuff. And the final product we've got for this episode is the Hyperboom from Ultimate Ears. So the Hyperboom is a portable Bluetooth speaker that brings the party. Portable for what it is. It's a big speaker, but it has some serious sound. We've got extreme bass. There's 4 inputs, so Bluetooth 5.0 is supported. You can have 2 devices connected by Bluetooth at the same time. But you do have a 3.5mm jack as well as optical audio, 24 hours of battery life, splash-proof IPX4. Okay, let's open this up and we're gonna try it out. So here it is. We're gonna try to hook it up to my iPhone and we'll give it a little bit of a test. So Bluetooth connection, pretty straightforward. We've got some stickers here which show you exactly what to do. And it does prompt you to download the Ultimate Ears Boom and Mega Boom app. And once we're connected, we can start playing straight away. But if we've got the app, then we've got a whole bunch of other controls and we can see how much battery life is left. We can also get started with our playlist on Amazon Music, Apple Music, etc. There's also some equalizer settings. Let's try to play something, although it's pretty late here, so I don't know how loud I want to go, but we'll try it. So I have to play this just because I don't want to get done for copyright. All right. So we're only at 50% right now, and that is already very loud. Right, I just went up to around 75% and I'm sure you could really hear the bass. Okay, I'm gonna go a little bit louder. Okay. So this definitely does bring the party. And that is the Hyperboom from Ultimate Ears, and that's what we have time for in this episode of Unboxing Time. If you want to pick up any of the items featured in this video, as always, they will all be linked down in the description below. What did you think of all the products? Is there anything that you'd like me to cover in more detail? Do let me know in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you did, then do hit that thumbs up button for me. And if you want to see more content like this, it is Techtober. There's a lot more content to come. Then be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss any of it. Thanks for watching. This is Saf on SuperSaf TV, and I'll see you next time.